Hello, good evening. My name is Richard. This is Over and Over and Over Again. Yes, we are on a different channel. I know that there's a few problems this week. I say we've been banned from live streaming over there just for 1 week. So we are over here. I hope you can find us for this big game. Of course, Arsenal versus Tottenham tonight from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Of course, we know what's at stake, don't we? Win for Arsenal, we have secured a place in the top four. If we lose or draw, then Spurs will still be in it. We'll have a bit more work to do in their last couple of games. So it's all coming up the other side of this. So here we go, then. A big night for Arsenal. Opportunity, I say, to celebrate Champions League qualification at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Of course, we've enjoyed a few good moments at Spurs away over the years, haven't we? We haven't yet managed to win in this stadium, though, so far since Tottenham moved back here in, what was it, 2 years ago. It's the first time actually there's been fans in since they did start playing their games here at the new stadium. So an interesting night. These are the team lineups for tonight's game. And so for Tottenham in goals, captain Hugo Lloris. They've got a back three of Sanchez, Dyer and Davis. Emerson Royal, Rodrigo, Bentancur, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Ryan Sessegnon across midfield. And then the three up front is Dejan Kulusevski, obviously Son Heung-min and Harry Kane. On the bench, then it's goalkeeper Pierre Luigi Galini, Joe Rodden, Alfie Devine, Dane Scarlett, Harry Winks, Matthew Craig, Harvey White, Lucas Moya and Stephen Bergwijn. So that's your Tottenham lineup. For Arsenal then, in goal, Aaron Ramsdale. Tomiyasu looks like he may well be playing left back again. Holding and back, although the two fullbacks could, of course, swap positions. In midfield again, it's going to be Xhaka and Elneny with Ødegaard just in front of them. And then the front three, it's Saka and Martinelli either side of inform. Eddie and Nketiah, of course, those 2 goals at the weekend against Leeds. On the bench then, goalkeeper Bernd Leno. Ben White is fit enough for the bench, but only for the bench. Nuno Tavares, Sambi Lokonga, Zach Swanson, Emil Smith-Rowe, Charlie Patino, Nicolas Pepe, and of course Alexander Lacazette. Martinelli is, of course, the captain for Arsenal again. So these are your lineups for this game tonight. It's going to be a big game, of course, an important game. As we said, if Arsenal win, we will be in the Champions League next season. If we lose or draw, it's still in our hands. Tottenham will be, if they win, they'll be 1 point behind us. If they draw, it will still be 4 points, of course. But there is, of course, only 2 games left after this, so we'll be very close. A draw, of course, would mean we can seal the place in the top 4 at Newcastle on Monday. But let's try and get it done tonight. Tottenham have got a lot of youngsters on the bench as well as we have, so they've obviously got a few issues as well. And I wouldn't say it's necessarily a strong defence, is it? Sanchez, Dyer, and Davis, Emerson Royal. It's quite a weak defence, isn't it? Of course, their main man at the back is obviously injured as well. So that's obviously a big advantage for us. Yes, we've got 1 or 2 injuries, but Tomiyasu's back, of course. He had a great game against Leeds, didn't he? But the way we fell away in that game in the second half was a bit worrying for me. We should really have put that game to bed. 2-0 up. They were down to 10 men. We didn't seem to get going, did we, in that second half? And in the end, it almost cost us 2 points. And those 2 points would have been crucial, wouldn't they? But luckily, we held on. We're very, very close now, aren't we? It would almost feel like a massive disappointment if we don't finish top 4 now in the position that we're in, which seems amazing, doesn't it, when you think of where we were earlier in the season, what the expectations were. But ultimately, we are where we are now. And we've been in this great position for quite a few weeks now, haven't we? We're on a good run of form. We won our last 4 games, of course, as we know. Some big wins in there as well. If we make it 5 in a row tonight, that will be enough to seal that top 4 place in the Champions League. Not something we was maybe expecting this season, certainly not at the beginning of the season, but the way things have gone, certainly over the last 2 or 3 months, we've been in control, haven't we? So let's hope that we can go on and get the 3 points tonight. And we've got our Tottenham friend in the chat, Mark. How you doing, mate? He says, good luck, Rich. Hopefully Spurs can win and make it interesting. But I think we blew it v Brighton and Burnley. Well, yeah, you had a few poor results, but we've had a few poor results of our own, haven't we? In a way, yes, of course, I'd like to win it tonight and get it over and done with. But ultimately, I'm going to the game at Newcastle on Monday, so I'd quite like that to be the game where we see it. It'd be quite nice to be there and experience it. But ultimately, we can't rely on that. Let's get it done tonight. And it's over and done with, isn't it? But it's been a strange season, hasn't it? Because I think that, neither of us have played particularly well, have we? Let's be honest. Through the season, I think Arsenal have had good spells and poor spells, Tottenham as well. And the fact that it's come down to a shootout between us to get that fourth spot is quite incredible, really, isn't it? But here we are, battling it out tonight. Michael's in the chat. How are you doing, mate? He says all the best, buddy. Yep, cheers. Good luck at Wembley as well. Obviously, Sunderland fan Michael there. Looking forward to the playoff final, I'm sure. But a few hard times has been for Sunderland in recent years, hasn't there? But anyway, we will be looking forward to this game. I say it's not quite gonna. Obviously, if Arsenal don't win, the top four won't be decided tonight. But it's going to maybe go on a little bit longer, but we'll see. I do think Tottenham have got two slightly easier final two games against Burnley and Norwich. We've got to play, obviously, Newcastle, as we said, on Monday, and then Everton battling for their life. So we'll see what happens there. Mark said, very strange season. Never expected either of us to be top five. No, I mean, earlier in the season, what odds would you have got on Arsenal and Tottenham battling out for the top four going into the last couple of weeks of the season? You wouldn't have been the case, would it? Everyone expected it to be Man United probably in that fourth spot. So, they've fallen away badly. And excuse me, and we've kind of taken advantage of it, haven't we? In a way, we haven't really taken advantage of it because we've both been very up and down in our form. But ultimately, we're in the position that we're in. And, we do have a big advantage, a 4-point lead, of course, going into these last three games. And I say a win tonight would be enough to seal it. But I'm not convinced we can win. We haven't won away at Tottenham for a long time in the Premier League. We've never won away at Tottenham in this stadium, have we? And I know I did say at the beginning of the show, this is the first time there's been fans in the stadium for this fixture in this ground, because the last two seasons Tottenham have won with no fans in. So it's going to be a slightly different experience tonight, isn't it, for everybody in the stadium? It's going to be great. I'm sure the atmosphere in there is going to be electric. Arsenal have had some good times away at Tottenham over the years. Obviously, we spoke about on my show the other night the 2004, of course, the brilliant league title win that we gained at the old White Hart Lane, of course. Now in the new stadium, I say we haven't had any great moments yet, have we, there against Tottenham? So it'd be nice to get one tonight. Michael says there should be a cracking game tonight. It should well be a cracking game tonight. I'm not expecting there to be a bundle of goals, if I'm totally honest. I think it's going to be quite cagey. Tottenham know they need to get a result. They can't lose. So I think Arsenal are going to sit back and play on a counter-attack. And if we do that, we'll be dangerous because, Saka, Eddie Nketiah, who's in great form, Martinelli as well. We're going to be dangerous on a counter-attack. Erdegaard's going to be making it all happen for Arsenal. But we know how lethal Tottenham's front three are. Certainly Son and Kane. I mean, Son's had a great season, hasn't he? An incredible number of goals that he scored this season. We know Harry Kane scored the most ever goals in North London derbies. And, of course, the Swede, Kolashevsky as well. He's made a big impact since he came in January as well, hasn't he? So, Tottenham are going to pose as a threat as well. We've got one or two slight changes in defence to what our first choice defence would be normally. Obviously, Tomiyasu looks as though he's probably going to play left back again. He had a great game against Leeds there. Probably Cedric right back. And no Ben White. It's Rob Holding and Gabriel again. Rob Holding always comes and does a job. These are the sort of games actually that Rob Holding's really, really suited to, isn't he? These big sort of London derbies. He's played well against Chelsea in the past and stuff like that. So I'm not worried about Rob Holding playing. We know he struggles a little bit when with any sort of pace running behind him, but we'll have to see. Obviously, Son is the danger for Tottenham tonight. There's no doubt about that. He's in great form, isn't he? Scored a lot of goals this season, and we're going to have to keep him quiet. Harry Kane's not quite been as lethal in front of goal, has he, this season as in previous seasons? So, but we know his great record against us, 11 goals he scored in North London derbies, which is a record for anybody ever in history. So, I say we don't have a great record here either. In fact, it's not been a great fixture for the away team. I think there's only been 6 away wins in the last, 65 North London derbies. There's only been 6 away wins. So it just goes to show home advantage has been a massive thing in these fixtures over the years. And I'm sure that's going to be a factor tonight. We know how difficult it's going to be in this stadium. But I think this Tottenham defence can be got at. I think we've got the players to punish them. It's just, can we keep Son and Kane quiet and if we do that, then we'll have a great chance of getting the result that we need. I say a win would mean the top 4 race will be over. We'll be in it, and no one can stop us. So it would be great, wouldn't it? Ultimately, yes. I've seen a lot of stuff today on social media. People getting excited about this game. Arsenal fans, wouldn't it be great to seal the top 4 at Tottenham? Yeah, of course it would. But we've won the league at Tottenham. It's not quite as good as that, is it? But yes, it's important. We need to be in the top 4 for the progression of the club. It's a massively important game, and if we can seal it tonight, even better, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? The quicker we get it done, we can relax in those last 2 games, and hopefully the preparations will be in place then for next season. The new signings that we'll be making. If we know we've got Champions League football, that's going to make a massive difference, isn't it, to the sort of players that we can attract and that we can bring in to the club. Anyway, the teams are coming out currently at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Arsenal, of course, in their traditional red shirts, white sleeves, white shorts, and the red and white hoop socks, of course. Tottenham in their white shirts and dark blue shorts. They're coming out, obviously, led by Captain Hugo Lloris, the French goalkeeper, of course, been there a very long time. Very experienced goalkeeper, isn't he? So we're getting ready for this big North London derby, biggest game of the season for both clubs. I don't think there's any doubt about that, is there? And let's see what happens in the next couple of hours or so. Bukayo Saka is fit to start this game. There was a little doubt about his fitness. He's been kicked about, hasn't he, the last few games. He's been looking a little bit tired, but we know how important he is. Scored a great goal, didn't he, in the reverse fixture at the Emirates back in October, or was it September, a long time ago now. Of course, his game was originally due to be played in January, wasn't it? And, I think we had a few, maybe did we have some COVID cases? I'm not sure if we really did, but anyway, the Premier League did allow us to postpone the game at that time. And it is now, here we are, in May, the final couple of weeks of the season, and it's not quite all or nothing, as the documentary title suggests. Of course, Tottenham had the last Amazon Prime documentary. We've got this one. So it's not quite all or nothing, is it? Because we can afford to lose or draw, and we'll still be in the box seat. I say if we do lose this game, if we win our last 2, we will still finish top 4 anyway. But we don't want to do that, do we? One, because of bragging rights. North London is always red, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's been red for as long as I can remember. And although Spurs have finished above us in the league the last couple of seasons or so, they've not won anything. So it's not been a problem, has it? We'll take that all day long. But we'll see what happens. So just run through the teams again then. For Tottenham in goal, Hugo Lloris. They've got a back 3, Davinson Sanchez, Eric Dyer and Ben Davies. Before across midfield, Emerson Royale, Rodrigo Bentancur, and Pierre-Emile Holberg and Ryan Sessegnon, and they're 3 up front. Dejan Kovaceski, Hugh Song-min, and of course Harry Kane. 4 Arsenal in goal, Aaron Ramsdale. Back 4, Cedric Suarez, Rob Holding, Gabriel, and Takehiro Tomiyasu. The 3 midfield, Mohamed Elneny, Granit Xhaka, and Martin Odegaard. And then the 3 up front, Bukayo Saka, Eddie Nketiah, and Gabriel Martinelli. So they are the lineups for this game tonight. It's going to be a cracker. There's no doubt about that at all. It's a full house, as you'd expect, inside at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I would show you a bit of it, but we know what happened at the weekend. The channel got shut down, and that's why I'm having to stream live over here tonight instead. But the ban should be over by Sunday, I think it is. So hopefully next week we can be back streaming live on the usual channel. So if you are watching tonight, you do enjoy the channel, please nip over to Over and Over and Over Again on YouTube and subscribe there. Don't subscribe to this channel because I'm not really using this channel anymore. So please subscribe over there if you do enjoy what we do here. And we will be back live on this channel, of course, as I say, in the early part of next week, which is going to be good. So we're looking forward to that, obviously. But for now, this is the North London derby from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is Tottenham Hotspur against Arsenal. An Arsenal win seals top 4. Even a draw or defeat, I say, does keep us still in pole position for that particular prize. And it's a big prize as well, isn't it? For this young Arsenal team. It'd be an incredible achievement, actually, wouldn't it? For Mikel Arteta and his team to finish top 4 this season. Nobody would have expected it beforehand, but we've been in pole position for a while now. We need to make the most of it. It's going to be Arsenal kicking off, I say, in the red shirts, attacking the goal to our right in this first half. It goes back to Aaron Ramsdale in normal style, and he kicks the ball up that right-hand side, a header straight in to Eddie Nketiah. He tries to get in behind that Tottenham defence. He then commits a foul on Ben Davies, and it's going to be a free kick to Tottenham. So Arsenal are attacking that end. I suppose technically it would be the end for, I don't know what they call the ends in the stadium now. That would have been the end that used to be the Paxton Road end, I think, wouldn't it been? But anyway, it's the end where the Tottenham fans are. The Arsenal fans are in the other corner behind Aaron Ramsdale's goal in this first half. Gabriel picks up that free kick from Lloris, gives the ball in midfield. Martinelli finds Granit Xhaka, gets it back. Martinelli over on the left-hand side for Arsenal, the far side as we look. It is Tomiyasu playing left-back. Martinelli runs out that Tottenham defence inside the area, pings the ball across, headed out by Eric Dyer. It's been a good start this from Arsenal. Gabriel again, we've pinned Tottenham back inside their own half. Arsenal maybe want to get this job done early. Martinelli now again in possession over on that far side, faced up by Emerson Royale, plays the ball back to Granit Xhaka. Arsenal keeping possession well, actually. This has been a really good start from Arsenal. Cedric Suarez now on halfway, plays it back to Rob Holding. Tottenham now forcing us back a little bit. Gabriel pings it out to that far side to Tomiyasu. Brings the ball forward, looking for Eddie Nketiah, but it's too high for him. And Ben Davies is there playing one of the three centre-backs tonight. But Martin Odegaard now picks up this loose ball for Arsenal, plays it into the path of Eddie Nketiah. Inside the penalty, it goes down under a challenge from Eric Dyer. Referee Paul Tierney isn't interested in that. And the ball goes back to Hugo Lloris. This has been a really, really good start this from Arsenal. Very similar to how we started the game against Leeds at the weekend when we were 2-0 up inside 10 minutes. Eddie Nketiah looking to get him behind. Lovely ball from Martin Odegaard. Eddie Nketiah inside the penalty area. Oh, he actually dived. He did actually dive. He's a little bit fortunate not to get a yellow card, actually, because the challenge from Eric Dyer got nowhere near him. And he went down. But anyway, Arsenal have got a free kick. In fact, Paul Tierney, I don't know what he's doing here, Paul Tierney. Oh, actually, he just whistled for the throw-in. I don't know what was going on there. Gabriel's now in possession for Arsenal. Tottenham have barely had a kick so far in this game. We've played 2 minutes. Rob Holding now coming forward for Arsenal. Plays it back inside the centre circle to his centre-back partner, Gabriel. Bringing the ball forward now for Arsenal. He's got Tomiyasu outside him. Gets it back again, Gabriel. And then plays it back to Aaron Ramsdale, who is outside his penalty area. Kicks it long up this right-hand side, looking for the run of Bukayo Saka, but easy header there from Ben Davies. Højbjerg gives it back to him, and now it goes to Eric Dyer. Plays it square to Davinson Sanchez. We need to really get at Sanchez tonight. He's got a mistake in him, hasn't he? The Colombian defender. And actually, Hugo Lloris's clearance there wasn't that great. Bukayo Saka's picks it up. Cedric Suarez now plays it inside to Martin Odegaard. Shot from the edge of the box. It's deflected into the arms of Hugo Lloris. The first shot at goal tonight. And it's from Martin Odegaard for Arsenal. 3 minutes played. Poor clearance that was from Lloris. Good work there from Bukayo Saka. Played the ball back to Suarez. He found Odegaard from about 25 yards. Lacked any kind of power, really, that shot. It was deflected comfortably into the arms of Hugo Lloris. And now Tottenham have got a throw on this near side. Their first real chance. It's the first time they've been in our half. We've played 3.5 minutes. It's been 3.5 minutes of Arsenal pressure so far, but Tottenham now have got a little bit of possession, played the ball back to Eric Dyer, and he goes back to captain Hugo Lloris, whose last clearance put Tottenham under a lot of pressure. Actually, it led to a shot at goal from Martin Odegaard, but it didn't find its way into the net, and it is still 0-0. Tottenham again trying to play it out from the back. It comes across here to Eric Dyer, just inside the Tottenham penalty area. Played again up this near side. Ben Davies plays it back again to Eric Dyer. Tottenham keeping possession but not going anywhere. Oh, and a loose touch there from Lloris, and Eddie Nketiah's in there again. A bit like the goal he scored against Leeds at the weekend, wasn't it? When he almost nicked the ball off of the goalkeeper again there. And that was how he scored his goal, didn't he? The first one on Sunday. Davinson Sanchez now for Tottenham. They've had a lot of possession in the last 90 seconds or so, but they still haven't actually got away from their own goal. And again, Arsenal won the ball back high up the pitch. Oh, Granit Xhaka just went a little bit too long. He had the ball taken off him there from Emerson Royale, I think it was. It's Emerson Royale now coming forward for Tottenham. That's Højbjerg down that. A good ball up that far side. It's going to be Kulusevski against Gabriel. Good defending that from Gabriel. And Kulusevski brings him down. And it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Good defending that was from Gabriel. Kulusevski there, trying to use his pace to get around Gabriel. Gabriel wasn't having any of it. Good defending it was from the Brazilian, and Kulusevski there ended up committing a foul there. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal, which goalkeeper goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale, is going to take. I don't think Kulusevski can have too many complaints about that free kick, although he did. It was a clear free kick, a push in the back on Gabriel. It is now a free kick to Arsenal, which goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale is going to take just in front of those Arsenal fans on that left-hand corner of the stadium tonight in good voice, as you would expect for this North London derby. A cracking atmosphere in the stadium. That's a long clearance from Ramsdale up this near side. Arsenal's right, looking for Saka. Cedric Suarez picks it up. The ball finds Martin Ødegaard. Now it's gone back again to Gabriel. Now to Rob Holding. That's a loose touch from Rob Holding there. Son was almost in for Tottenham, but in the end, Arsenal managed to get away with that. El Neni now in possession, and El Neni just actually had a word with Rob Holding there. You can't take that long. You don't get time. You have to get the ball out of your feet and pass it. You can't dally like that, and it almost cost Rob Holding there. Good closing down from Son, but luckily Rob Holding just managed to get enough on that ball, and Arsenal did keep possession. But Tottenham now do have possession themselves, just inside, just in front of their own penalty area now. It is with Eric Dyer, plays it to this near side to Ben Davies. Tottenham almost going into a 4 at times when they're in possession at the back. That was a ball up this near side, looking for the run of Heung-min Son, but Rob Holding is there, and it is going to be a throw to Arsenal. We have played 6.5 minutes here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Rob Holding's throw there back to Ramsdale. Another clearance up this right-hand side, headed away by Ben Davies, but headed back in by Suarez. But again, Granit Xhaka picks the ball up in midfield. That's a good ball to Tomiyasu over on that far side, Arsenal's left. He runs into trouble, actually. The trouble was Kulusevski. There's the Swede on loan from Juventus. He's had a big impact. Tomiyasu tries to get back at him there, but Kulusevski keeps possession. He's got Emerson Royal outside him. Emerson Royal lines up a cross, but it hits Granit Xhaka, and it's gone out for a throw to Tottenham over on that far side. Good work that was from Kulusevski there. Again, Arsenal maybe getting caught in possession a little. That's twice. The Swedes done well down that far side. Arsenal switched off from that throw. There's a little bit of space here for Harry Kane. Puts the ball into the penalty area. In fact, it was Kulusevski actually with the cross. It's been cleared away by Gabriel. It's going to be another throw to Tottenham. Arsenal were asleep there from that throw. Tottenham still in possession again. Cross comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh, it was Ryan Sessegnon coming in at the far post, but Cedric Suarez just did enough to Saka. He's trying to get away down this near side from Ben Davies. He manages to keep possession. Rob Holding finds Cedric Suarez. It's been a hectic start to this game. Not a lot of quality yet, but a lot of endeavour from both teams. Arsenal maybe slightly been the better team, but Tottenham started to come back into it. But now Martinelli over on that far side. Arsenal's left, looking to run at Emerson Royal. That's going to be a key battle. Martinelli gets past Emerson Royal, and in fact he's held up, goes back at him again. Kulusevski is helping out. Granit Xhaka now in possession, finds Martinelli again. Again, he's faced by Emerson Royal. Again, he finds Granit Xhaka. Can he get across into the box? He does, looking for Martin Ødegaard. It's cleared away by Eric Dyer, but only as far as Gabriel. Arsenal has certainly been the better team in these opening 8 minutes. Cedric Suarez now plays it into Saka on the edge of the penalty. Oh, he slips as he shot, but it almost ran through to Eddie Nketiah there, actually. Just ran away into the arms of Hugo Lloris. Saka's shot there, he slipped as he hit it, so it had no power at all, but it almost actually became a good pass for Eddie Nketiah, but in the end it did run through to goalkeeper Hugo Lloris. Heung-min Son now in possession. This is a good run from the Korean. He's running past 3 Arsenal players. He's getting towards the edge of the penalty. He's held up there though by Gabriel. Gabriel wins the ball actually. It wasn't a free kick. Great tackle it was in fact by the Brazilian. And now Arsenal can try to come forward themselves. But that was a good run that from Son. That's the danger that he's going to pose us. He's going to run at this Arsenal defence when he gets the opportunity. We did give him the opportunity there and he took it, but great defending. But actually, Eddie Nketiah has just run into trouble again. And then a cross comes in over that far side. That's a poor cross. Luckily, it's gone behind for a goal kick. But Eddie Nketiah there did a little bit too much in possession there, lost the ball. And that cross came in from that far side. I think it was Bentancur, sorry, who hit that cross, but it was overhit. It has gone out for a free goal kick to Arsenal. Just said Antonio Conte's only won one game against Arsenal with 8 previous meetings. Of course, that was in his previous incarnation as Chelsea manager. Of course, we did beat them in the FA Cup final, didn't we? That season when they won the Premier League, we did beat them 3-0 at the Emirates as well that same season. Of course, we did beat Tottenham 3-1 at the Emirates, but that was, of course, under previous manager Nuno Espirito Santos, who, of course, was sacked before Christmas. Rob Holding just given away a free kick there. It was a foul in the back there of Son Heung-min, who's gone down. He spends a lot of time on the floor, doesn't he? That was a foul. In fact, it was more a follow-up, actually, that Rob Holding kicked him in the back. We've played 10 minutes here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and Son is being helped up to his feet by Bentancur. And Rob Holding isn't going to get a yellow card for that foul. But it was a foul. I think it was the first one was a foul, and then he tried to go through the back of him actually while he was on the floor. So I'm not quite sure why he did that, but anyway, Tottenham now have got possession. Eric Dyer plays out to that far side to Davinson Sanchez. Davinson Sanchez gets it back. Oh, he was closed down quickly by Martinelli, who's going to chase down Lloris as well, but the Frenchman goes long up this near side. That was a good header on actually there from Ryan Sessegnon, the left fullback or wing back for Tottenham tonight. Højbjerg now plays the ball in to Son as well. He's battling with Holding again, and again it's a foul, and the two there getting involved. And Son didn't like that reaction there from Rob Holding. Son did actually throw an elbow in Rob Holding's direction just then. He didn't make contact, but those two have had a couple of little incidents already. Paul Tierney, the referee, now is having a word with Rob Holding. He might be lucky to avoid a booking, actually. That's twice now in quick succession. He's fouled Son Heung-min. It was definitely a foul, and then he held him back. And then Son Heung-min didn't like the reaction, and luckily nothing really came of that. But the referee is now speaking to Son as well. But there's no yellow card come out yet by referee Paul Tierney. We played 12 minutes. Rob Holding's going to have to be careful, because I think the next time he does commit a foul, he probably will get booked. That's a free kick there, hit long by Højbjerg over to that far side. Well played actually there from Emerson Royale. Does well for Tottenham, plays the ball back to Sanchez. Square now to Højbjerg again for Tottenham. Now it's come to this near side to Ben Davies. And now back to Højbjerg again. Arsenal trying to press high up the pitch, but Tottenham keeping possession well. Sanchez now on that far side. Emerson Royale made a run ahead of him, but the ball instead went back to Eric Dyer. Now it's with Davis on this near side. Plays the ball over the top, looking for the run near of Harry Kane in behind. Kane now has got the ball on this near side inside the penalty area. Cross is deflected off Gabriel comfortably into the arms of Aaron Ramsdale. And that's the first real time we've seen Harry Kane in this game. 11 goals in North London derbies, of course, in his Tottenham career. And that's the first time we've really seen him tonight there, getting clear down that left-hand side. But the cross was deflected off Gabriel straight into the arms of Aaron Ramsdale. He's gone along with that kick looking for Eddie Nketiah, but it's flicked off Eric Dyer back into the arms of Hugo Lloris. We have played 13 minutes at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0. Of course, a win for Arsenal would send us crashing into that Champions League. We wouldn't be able to get caught. It would just be a matter of whether we'd finish third or fourth. We can't finish lower than fifth anyway now, regardless. But obviously, we know the prize that would await the team that finishes fourth. It is going to be Arsenal or Tottenham who get that fourth place. And the result tonight is going to go a long way to deciding that. Let's see what happens. It is still 0-0, of course. Ben Davies now coming forward for Tottenham down at this near side. We are looking for the breakthrough in this game. So far, it is still 0-0, and actually my screen has just froze for some unknown reason, which is a little bit annoying. But anyway, I will try and get back with you very, very shortly. Not quite sure what's happened. I might try a different stream just to see if we can get back to where we were before. Let's hope we can sort this out for you. I do apologise. It's Sky's fault, because they shouldn't be such a bunch of knobbers, really, and then I'll end up subscribing to them. But anyway, we will see what's happening here. I don't quite know what's going on with this, actually, because the stream just disappeared. But anyway, I will endeavour to find something else for you very, very soon. and hopefully we will get what we want to see, which is this. So that's fine. Let's see what we can get. There we go. That's better. Well, we're back in action again. Sorry about that delay. So the other stream just kind of froze on me. Anyway, not to worry. We are back with you. We've played 15 minutes. It is still Tottenham 0, Arsenal 0, of course, as you can see on the screen. Gabriel's currently in possession for Arsenal. Plays it over to that far side to Granit Xhaka. So Arsenal have been the better team in these opening 15 minutes, but so far the goal hasn't been coming. That's a great ball. Martinelli now clear down that far side. Gabriel Martinelli inside the penalty area, but the ball cleared away. Opportunity there for Arsenal. Great play that was from Martinelli down that far side. Got away well. It was a good ball from us. I think it was Tomiyasu that played the ball to him. It was a good ball. He managed to get clear and his crossover was deflected out. It's a throw to Arsenal over on that far side, which Tomiyasu's taken. The ball is now back with Gabriel. He finds Granit Xhaka. Plays it back into the centre circle to Rob Holding. As I say, the game so far has lacked any real quality or cohesion, if we're totally honest. But anyway, it is still 0-0, and I suppose that's not Arsenal. It certainly wouldn't be a disastrous result if it finished 0-0. We would kind of be reasonably happy with that in the circumstances. For some reason, I can't get a stream at the minute, which isn't ideal, is it? But anyway, I'm sure we'll find one very, very shortly. Just bear with me. Obviously, there'll be a lot of people wanting to watch this game, of course, and you can understand why, because it is clearly the biggest game of the week, isn't it? There's no doubt about that. Anyway, let's see if we can get somewhere with this. What is going on here? Let me just bear with me. I know this is not ideal, is it? But this is the problem. Football should be free to everybody, shouldn't it? It's our national sport at the end of the day, and we should be able to watch it. And I'm hoping that I can watch it again very shortly. We shall see what is going to happen. Let me have a look. Right. Hopefully we will have something for you very, very soon, because all the other ones seem to be not working. In fact, nothing's working at the minute, which is quite annoying, isn't it? Let's have a look. Right, okay. Well, we will get somewhere in a minute. Do not worry. We will find something for you. So don't worry about it. We will soon be with you. There just seems to be some sort of issue going on at the minute with the streams, but fear not. We will be back. And as we say that, we've come back. Look, here we go. So 19 minutes in. It is still 0-0. You haven't missed anything. We haven't missed a goal anyway, which is the main thing. Tottenham in possession at the moment. The ball's played over to that far side to Davinson Sanchez. The Colombian plays it back square again. The camera angle I've got is actually quite... seems like it's balanced on the edge of the balcony. But anyway, Davinson Sanchez again coming forward over on that far side for Tottenham. Plays it out to Emerson Royal. Rice on that touchline. Drills across into the near post. Headed out by El Neni. As far as Nketiah. Does well Nketiah to keep possession. Granit Xhaka now look for Martin Ødegaard. It was cut out by Højbjerg, the Dane. Now Tottenham coming forward again. It's now Ryan Sessegnon on this near side. He's got Ben Davies overlapping, but the ball is played back to Ben Benancourt plays it out to that far side again to Emerson Royale. He's got Kulusevski outside of him, just in front of those Arsenal fans. Plays a crossing towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Son's coming in, goes all the way to the far post to Sessegnon. And in fact, I think the referee's given a penalty to Tottenham. I think it's Rob Holding. Was it a handball? The cross came in from that far side from Emerson Royale. It looked like Son was going to have an opportunity for a header at goal. In fact, it was Kulusevski with the cross to the far post. The header came in. In fact, it bounced off Sessegnon. And in fact, is it a push on Son? Is that what he's given it for? A push on Son? In fact, if it is, it's Cedric seemed to push him first and then Holding. And Son went down very, very easily, as he's done a few times in the past. But Tottenham have a penalty after 21 minutes. I'm not sure if it's Cedric or Holding that the penalty was given against. They both seemed to push Son as he was jumping for that header. But it is a penalty for Tottenham. We've played 21 minutes. Obviously, it's going to be Harry Kane to take it. Of course, the last penalty we conceded against Manchester United was missed, wasn't it? When Bruno Fernandes hit the post. But this is Harry Kane. He has got a great penalty record, and of course that great scoring record against Arsenal. This would be his 12th goal in the North London derby. But can Aaron Ramsdale make the save? This is a big moment in this game, midway through this first half. Harry Kane against Ramsdale from the penalty spot. Can Ramsdale produce a great moment for Arsenal? This is a very tense moment. Harry Kane steps up, sends Ramsdale the wrong way. It is a goal for Tottenham. Harry Kane from the penalty spot. Not the start we wanted. A very soft penalty, it has to be said. But when you look at the replay, you can kind of perhaps see why it was given. Arsenal are not happy about it. Granit Xhaka and Cedric are speaking to referee Paul Tierney. It was a very soft penalty, but Tottenham have the lead in a game they really do have to win. Harry Kane there sent Ramsdale the wrong way. Good penalty low into that bottom corner. The bottom left-hand corner as we look, or as Aaron Ramsdale looks at his bottom left-hand corner. Ramsdale just went the wrong way. And Tottenham lead in this big game. Not much emotion from Antonio Conte on the bench, but plenty of emotion from the fans in the stadium. And Harry Kane in particular, another goal for him. Was it Cedric or was it Holding? It's a very soft penalty, you have to say. You look at the replay. Actually, it was Cedric, actually. Cedric nudged him in the back first. It is Cedric, not Holding. You can see why it's been given. He did nudge him in the back. It was quite a soft penalty, and Son does like to go down. But it's another penalty for Tottenham against Arsenal. They've had quite a number, haven't they, over the years? But it's no surprise when they've got the two biggest divers in the Premier League playing up front for them. But anyway, it is 1-0 to Tottenham. And if we're going to get the win tonight to seal that fourth place, we're going to have to do it the hard way now, aren't we? We have got a throw, though, from Cedric on this near side in line with the Tottenham penalty area. Also looking to bounce back immediately. 24 minutes played here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It was Højbjerg there, clears the ball away to Rob Holding, and Harry Kane goes over the top of Rob Holding. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Not the start we wanted in this game at all. We've been playing pretty well, actually, you have to say. It was a pretty bright start from Arsenal, but the last thing we needed to do was to go behind, and we have done. But Tomiyasu now on that far side, a little bit of space, plays the ball in to Eddie Nketiah, who's very deep. He finds Mohamed El Neni. They're just showing the league table there. If it finishes like this, we would have a 1 point advantage with 2 games to play. I still think Tottenham have got 2 slightly easier games. I mean, Burnley are battling for their lives, which is Tottenham's next game. We then play Newcastle. Of course, Tottenham play first. They'll have an opportunity, won't they, to get back into 4th place, which would pile the pressure on us on Monday against Newcastle, wouldn't it? But anyway, let's wait and see what happens. Gabriel now plays the ball out to that far side to Granit Xhaka. He's got Martinelli outside him. The Brazilian plays it back to Granit Xhaka. Can he get across in that far side? He can get across it. It's going to come to Martinelli, is it? Oh, Lloris drops it. No, he still hasn't got it. Martinelli's inside the penalty area, but Højbjerg won the ball uncertain goalkeeping there from Hugo Lloris. Brilliant cross actually from Granit Xhaka towards that far post. Martin Ødegaard was coming in. Lloris dropped the ball. Ødegaard was there briefly, but Højbjerg just got a foot in. And the ball went back into the arms of the Frenchman. But very uncertain goalkeeping there from Lloris. We almost managed to take advantage and get ourselves back level again. But Davinson Sanchez now in possession for Tottenham finds Eric Dyer, plays it up this near side to Ben Davies. He forces it on to Ryan Sessegnon, then Son up the line. Rob Holding's got very close to him. He pulled him back there. Rob Holding, surely he's going to get a booking, and he has done. I said his next foul on Son would be a booking, and it is a booking for Rob Holding. He can't really have too many complaints, actually. If he's honest, he's complaining, but he really shouldn't be complaining because ultimately we said, didn't we, that he was probably going to end up getting himself a yellow card if he committed that offence again on the same player, which he has done. And he has now got himself a yellow card, Rob Holding. So he's walking a little bit of a tightrope, isn't he, for the rest of this game now, the Arsenal centre-back. It is, of course, as we said, Tottenham 1, Arsenal 0. Not the start, obviously, that we wanted to this game. Although we've been playing pretty well, but unfortunately, that rather soft penalty it was, wasn't it? When Son went down under a challenge from, first of all, it was Cedric Suarez. Probably that was the one it was given for. Rob Holding also came in as well, but I do think that it was the first foul by Cedric that was given a penalty for. The stream just gone again, but give me 2 seconds. I will try and get it back. We might have this problem all night, actually. When there's only one game being played, it's very difficult. Anyway, Tottenham coming forward again now. Shot comes in from Emerson Royal. It was Harry Kane at the heart of that. He got past Gabriel, got past Tomiyasu, but Tomiyasu got a block in. It fell to Emerson Royal, but his shot was wide of the post. 27 minutes played. It is still Tottenham 1, Arsenal 0 in North London tonight. North London forever will be red. But at the moment, Tottenham have got this advantage in this game, but we would still hold the advantage in the race for the top 4. Of course, as we said, we are still a point ahead of them as things stand. Tottenham do a better goal difference as well, which could prove crucial in the end. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. The only way goal difference would decide it in these last 2 games is if Arsenal lost one and Tottenham drew one and both teams won their other game, then goal difference would come. That would hold that advantage if that was going to be the case. But anyway, let's hope it doesn't come down to that. Let's hope we can get there anyway. Good defending that was by Ryan Sessegnon on Bukayo Saka. It's gone out for a goal kick to Tottenham, which Hugo Lloris is going to take. We're coming up to the half an hour mark here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is Tottenham 1, Arsenal 0. That penalty from Harry Kane midway through this first half. Not what we were looking for in this game at all, is it been? But anyway, and the good news is there's still plenty of time for us to find a way back. And we have got possession now with Martin Ødegaard. Very central. He's going to try a shot. As you know, he's not. He plays it out instead to Granit Xhaka, who does fire a shot in from outside the box. But while he's got a great goal scoring record of strikes from that sort of distance, this one was high and wide, and it remains 1-0 to Tottenham. Not really what we needed, is it? Let's be honest. But anyway, it is Tottenham 1, Arsenal 0 here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And it is not looking too good, is it, at this moment in time for Arsenal? But anyway, let's see what happens in the rest of this game. Martinelli now looking to try to create something for Arsenal, but Højbjerg's in with a good challenge. Tomiyasu then plays the ball in towards the Tottenham penalty area, but it is overhit. It's not going to be a problem at all for goalkeeper Hugo Lloris. And Arsenal will have to start again, trying to come back into this game. Tottenham in possession. They've not really played particularly well, to be fair, Tottenham, but they've got the goal and they're coming forward again now. Everyone is far side, Emerson Royal. That's a good ball actually inside Tomiyasu. Kulusevski plays it across the walls. Harry Kane, great defending. Actually, was that Cedric Suarez come across there? Great defending it was from Cedric Suarez. Got it just ahead of Harry Kane. It's going to be a throw to Tottenham over on that far side. That could have been 2-0 there if it wasn't for Cedric's intervention. But anyway, it is Tottenham still in possession now. We forced them back to halfway. The ball's going to come across now to Ben Davies on this near side. Tottenham looking to come forward again. Still in possession now with Davinson Sanchez. You can't believe we're not going to score against this Tottenham defence. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Ryan Sessegnon now. We're not going to score while Tottenham have got possession, of course, are we? But anyway, let's see what this game is going to bring us before half-time. We've played 30 minutes here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is still Tottenham 1, Arsenal 0. It's been a very, very poor start to this game from Arsenal from a result point of view. We played quite well to begin with, but Tottenham have certainly got into this game in the last 10 or 15 minutes, buoyed, of course, by that penalty, which was very soft. But anyway, Harry Kane now coming forward for Tottenham, looking to get a second goal. This ball's played up this near side. Bukayo Saka now in possession, plays it back to Cedric Suarez. It's in again to Bukayo Saka, can't keep it in. Tottenham are now starting to really get on top of this game. You've got to be honest and say that. They're coming forward again now with Emerson Royal over on that far side. Tottenham keeping possession. It is now back with Bentancur. Plays it to Sanchez over on that far side. Kulusevski gives it back to Sanchez. We've played 32 minutes. Tottenham 1, Arsenal 0. Not the result we were hoping for, but I say there is still plenty of time left in this game. There's a long ball forward there, but it's too long. Son's gone down again. And in fact, Rob Holding's going to get sent off. In fact, Rob Holding has been sent off. The second yellow card for Rob Holding. Son has gone down again. He spent most of this 32 minutes on the floor. Son Heung-min, which is pretty standard for him, to be honest. I didn't really see what happened there. He's gone down. Rob Holding was the nearest Arsenal player to him. I did say Rob Holding needed to be careful. The streamers froze, actually, so I haven't even managed to see a replay of that yet. So I'll see if I can see a replay, see exactly what happened there. It looked as though Son just went down without anybody touching him, but we'll have a look and see if I can find a replay. I will have a look and we can decide exactly what happened there. But the result is Rob Holding yellow card. He's been sent off, and suddenly things are going against Arsenal now in this game. Son is actually still down getting some treatment. Well, still haven't seen a replay of that, but it is a second yellow card for Rob Holding. Mikel Arteta and iPod Albert are watching a replay on the sideline of that incident. Actually, no, they're making some notes about how they're going to reorganise the team. You'd assume Ben White will probably come on, and maybe Martinelli might be sacrificed, or certainly one of the attacking players will be sacrificed, you would assume, and he'll get Ben White on. We don't know how fit Ben White is, of course. He was only fit enough to be on the bench. Otherwise, we may be forced to go 3 at the back, possibly. We'll see how that plays out, but it's big problems now for Arsenal tonight. We watched this again. It was a long ball from Dyer. Son, and there wasn't a lot in that, actually. Son's gone down holding his face. There didn't seem a lot in that, did there? Let's be honest. But anyway, Rob Holding has committed 4 or 5 fouls on Son in this game. And maybe that's why. Maybe that's what the second yellow card is for. They've had a bit of a battle, those two. I didn't really feel that there was much in that at all. They seem to be just, fighting to get the ball as it was coming out of the air. But anyway, the referee has decided it is a red card, and it's a free kick to Tottenham. Harry Kane looks for Sessegnon on this near side. He couldn't quite get a good contact on it, actually. Bukayo Saka can bring the ball away. Was a bit lucky there. Was a little bit of sleep there from that free kick. Tottenham now coming forward again, looking to try and make the most of that. And in fact, Bukayo Saka's committed a foul and he's got himself injured as well. It's not been a very good first half this for Arsenal at all. It was Højbjerg got fouled there. It looked like Martin Ødegaard had fouled him first of all, but then Saka's come in and Saka has committed the foul and he's also got himself injured at the same time. But anyway, referee Paul Tierney is not going to change his mind, that's for sure. And 10-man Arsenal now have got it all to do here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It looks as though Ben White is going to come on for Arsenal to shore up that defence. You'd imagine it's going to be one of the front three. Will it be Eddie that gets sacrificed? Will it be Martinelli who gets sacrificed? Possibly Saka, who's maybe just got a little bit of an injury anyway. But anyway, it's going to be Son Heung-min, who's now miraculously made a recovery. He's perfectly fine. What a surprise. He's going to take this free kick. Curls it towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Header comes in from Harry Kane. Tomiyasu had a bit more time than he thought there. He sent it behind for a corner. Arsenal panicking a little bit now at the back. We need to keep this tight, certainly until half-time. We've played 36 minutes here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's Tottenham 1, Arsenal 0. Rob Holding has been sent off for Arsenal for that second yellow card offence. And now Tottenham are looking at this corner to try to get a second goal, which would certainly make it even more difficult for us than it already is. Arsenal only conceded 2 goals from corners, of course, one against Leeds at the weekend. But this is a corner we have to defend. It comes in towards the end of the 6-yard box, and it comes in. Oh, it is 2-0. It's Harry Kane again. It's certainly not going Arsenal's way at all tonight now. The second game in a row we've conceded from a corner. Again, it was flicked on at the near post. And Harry Kane's arrived at the far post, a diving header into an empty net. It was Son's corner. It's 2-0 to Tottenham. Arsenal down to 10 men, and this is not going particularly well at all, is it? Let's be honest. It was a good corner. It was flicked on. Was it Ben Tekurs that flicked it on? It was, and then Harry Kane comes in around the far post. I think it was Eddie Nketiah, was it, who was asleep? It was Eddie Nketiah who was asleep. And that is what has led to the goal. And this time Conte does celebrate. He didn't celebrate the first goal too much, but he certainly celebrated that one. It is 2-0. It's Harry Kane again. And it is not looking good now for Arsenal. Said we needed to defend that corner. We couldn't afford to go 2-0 down. Well, we have. And it is going to be extremely difficult in the second half. Harry Kane has now got 2 goals against Arsenal. That takes his record up to 13 in North London derbies. That's a quick free kick. Actually, Tottenham have got a load of space over on that far side. They're going to keep the ball in as well. It's not going to be another goal, is it? This would be an absolute disaster. Challenge there comes in from Martinelli. Tottenham player went down in the area again, but this time referee has given nothing at all. And now Arsenal can come forward. Can they? No, they can't. The referee has now blown. In fact, it was an offside in that last attack there from Tottenham. I think it was Kulusevski possibly was offside. And he's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. There's 6.5 minutes till half time. Granit Xhaka is speaking to referee Paul Tierney, not very happy about something, and none of the Arsenal players are particularly happy, and certainly the fans aren't either. But anyway, it is a free kick to Arsenal, 10 yards outside their own penalty area, which Aaron Ramsdale is just about to take. Let's not forget, we are still in control of this top 4. Even if we do lose this game, we'll still be a point clear with 2 games to play. We just need to win our last 2 games and we will still get 4th place. But I say Tottenham's last 2 games are probably a little bit, I wouldn't say easier. They are probably slightly easier, let's be honest. They've got Burnley at home and Norwich away. We have got Newcastle away and Everton at home. Everton, of course, will be fighting for their lives in that last game of the season. Norwich on the last day, they're already down. Burnley, though, Tottenham played, they're battling for their lives as well, isn't it? So, I mean, I'm not necessarily going to say it's going to be in the balance, isn't it? Let's be honest. Whatever happens now. in these last couple of games of the season after this. It is definitely going to be in the balance. I've got a few streams in, none of them are working. Anyway, let's have a look and see what we can do. See if we can get some more of this game, which certainly isn't going particularly well, is it? But it is still 2-0 to Tottenham. We've played 40 minutes, so we are closing in on half time. Tottenham in possession again with Højbjerg, plays the ball square to Davinson Sanchez. He plays it back to Eric Dyer. Arsenal haven't really threatened a goal for quite a long time in this game after a really bright start. Ben Davies now coming forward for Tottenham, the Welshman. That's a good ball. Tottenham coming forward again. Harry Kane inside the penalty area. Shot from Harry Kane. It's blocked by Tomiyasu, who comes out to Sessegnon. Plays it across to the far post. Emerson Royale came in, but he's deflected it over the top of the crossbar. That was a big chance for Tottenham to get a third goal. Pile more agony on us. That was good play actually from Tottenham, it has to be said. Harry Kane's shot was blocked initially. Ryan Sessegnon floated a lovely ball to the far post. Gabriel Martinelli switched off this time defensively. And Emerson Royal had a great chance actually to make it 3-0, but he's put it over the top. And it remains 2-0, but we are counting down now towards half time. It's been a very, very difficult first half this for Arsenal. It has to be said. It is 2-0 and it could quite easily be a couple more as well. We don't tend to lose simple games, do we? When we lose, we tend to lose quite badly. It has to be said, 5-0 at Man City, 4-0 at Liverpool, 3-0 at Crystal Palace. They seem to be the defeats that we have, don't they? Tomiyasu now in possession. Tomiyasu's sort of gone back to... Is he playing centre-back, actually, Tomiyasu? Anyway, Bukayo Saka now is running at the top of the defence through the middle of the pitch. Good tackle on him, actually, by Bentancur. A shot comes in. It's tipped over the top. It was Nketiah with the effort there for Arsenal, looking to try and get a goal back before half-time. Good effort, actually, from the edge of the box there from Eddie Nketiah. It was probably just going in, but good save from Lloris. It is a corner to Arsenal on this near side. Bukayo Saka's going to take it for Arsenal. See if we can get this goal back before half-time, which is only 90 seconds or so away. That corner's been cleared, actually. And...
Spurs Stadium to take on Spurs.
He's a throw to Arsenal now. Cedric Suarez has taken it over on this near side. Tomiyasu now, it's a back three. Or Cedric and Tomiyasu just swapped sides. I'm not really sure yet. Anyway, Martinelli now is coming forward for Arsenal over on that far side. He now is coming forward for Arsenal over on that far side. Again, it comes to nothing for Arsenal. We just need to get to half-time, really, don't we? Still at 2-0. It's just showing that the yellow card... Oh, actually, he did put his arm across Son's face for the second yellow card. That's probably a straight red, actually, to be fair. You see that angle of it there. Probably wasn't a great challenge from Rob Holding. I don't think I had too many complaints, actually, having seen that replay there. But anyway, we are now closing down towards half-time. There's going to be a fair bit of stoppage time, you would imagine, because there's been certainly a lot of treatment for Son, who's somehow still on the pitch running around. The amount of injuries he's had. This is a long ball. Actually, Tomiyasu heads it away. Martin Odegaard picks it up for Arsenal, plays it to Cedric Suarez, who's playing right back. Tomiyasu has now moved into centre back. In fact, Granit Xhaka's gone to left back. Martin Odegaard's dropped a little deeper. So that's how we've reorganised actually since the sending off. Martin Linev on that far side is tackled by Emerson Royale, wins a throw, takes it quickly to Bukayo Saka, who's now got more of a free role. Mohamed El-Neni now for Arsenal, plays it square to Martin Odegaard. Of course, Rob Holding will be suspended for the game against Newcastle on Monday. We need to hope Ben White's fit for that game. You'd assume if he was fit, he would have come on by now. But anyway, Cedric Suarez now back in his usual right-back position. That's a good cross, actually, but it's headed away by Emerson Royale under no real pressure whatsoever. But again, the cross comes in from Bukayo Saka, looking for Eddie Nketiah, but Hugo Lloris is up. There is going to be 2 minutes of stoppage time. We have played a minute of that now at the end of this first half. It's been a first half for Arsenal, let's be honest. After a pretty bright start that we had, it's all gone away from us, certainly in the last 20 minutes or so of this half. The first goal was a penalty from Harry Kane after Son was fouled by Cedric Suarez, and then Rob Holding was sent off for a second yellow card for an elbow across the face of Son. Those two had a battle all throughout the game up until that point. And then Harry Kane soon afterwards grabbed the second goal from close range. He just put Kulusevski in down this near side. Granit Xhaka, who's playing left back, has gone across. Surely he's fouled Kulusevski there, but the referee says no. And Arsenal can bring the ball clear. We are now into the final few seconds of this first half. A very, very disappointing first half it's been as well for Arsenal. It looks as though it is going to finish here at half-time, 2-0 to Tottenham, but we'll see. The stream has gone down again, which certainly isn't helping anybody, is it? Let's be honest. Anyway, let's see if I can get something else. I'm assuming it'll be half-time anyway. We were into the last few seconds of that first half. Really disappointing first half, as you know, for Arsenal. Tottenham 2, Arsenal 0. Not the greatest game at all, is it really? Anyway, so I'll see if I can get a stream that works, which would be rather nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, let's see what happens. No, I'm still having trouble trying to find a stream. It's just a bit of a disaster, this all round, let's be honest. I can't stream it on my proper channel. I can't get a stream. Arsenal are losing with 10 men. I might just give up, actually. It's a waste of time, this. It's not going to affect the channel at all. Oh, I've got a stream now. Look, there you go. Well, it must be half-time anyway because there's adverts on. So we would assume it is half-time. So, yeah, terrible first half from Arsenal. Those 2 goals from Harry Kane and, of course, a red card for Rob Holding in between those 2 goals. Really, really poor play that was from Arsenal. Naive at times. And, yeah, it is 2-0. I mean, I've got to be honest. Nobody's watching this. Not surprising because people wouldn't have found it on the channel, of course, because it isn't on the channel. it's not benefiting my channel from doing this either, because nobody is going to be watching it on the channel anyway. I was going to download it and put it on the channel later, but actually it's not worth it, is it? I can't get a proper stream. It keeps freezing. It's just an absolute waste of time. Nobody's watching it. It's not worth it, is it? I can't get a proper stream. It keeps freezing. It's just an absolute waste of time. Nobody's watching it. It's not worth it, is it? I can't get a proper stream. It keeps freezing. Right, okay. What I'm going to do, what I am going to do is I'll have a break for half time, and I will come back, and then let's see if anyone else if people can find it and watching. Otherwise, it's a waste of my time, this, because nobody's watching. So I can't get a proper stream of it either. It's just doing me head in now. I'll have a little break for half time. I will come back in the second half. If there's a few more people around watching, I might carry on. Otherwise, I might just end the stream, just watch the second half, and that might be it. But just stay with me for a while, and I'll decide and come back to you. How you doing? I'm back. Might as well do the second half. I'm going to watch it anyway. Obviously, it's not going to benefit my channel because it's not even on my channel anyway, is it? But anyway, it is what it is. I'm not going to give up because that would be silly, wouldn't it? We've got this far. We've suffered enough already, haven't we? So we might as well suffer a bit more. It's just a shame the usual guys can't watch it along because they won't have got a notification. And you know, there's people over the world that normally watch the channel, and unfortunately, they won't have been notified. So thanks to YouTube for giving me a 7-day live streaming ban for no reason whatsoever. So thanks for that, YouTube. I'm sure you'll be less keen to ban me when you're making money off my videos. I'm sure later on when I reach that 1,000, and I'm sure you won't want to ban me, will you? When you're making money out of me. Oh, Regendra's here, didn't mate? Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you managed to find me. I say we're on a different channel again. The women's show will be on this channel tomorrow as well at 7:30. So, and then we should go back to normal after that. I think my live streaming ban ends on Sunday. So next week we'll be back to normal. But I'm glad you've managed to find me. Unfortunately, it's not been a good game, has it, for us? Certainly not. That first half, down to 10 men, 2-0 down. Tough, isn't it? You know, are we going to be able to come back from this? I'm kind of thinking probably not. But anyway, you never know. Stranger things have happened. We saw what happened in that Leeds game, didn't we? We were 2-0 up. So, you know, it's possible we could come back in the second half in some way, but we'll have to wait and see. Rajendra says it's say over and over again. Yeah, no, I've got all the branding the same. I'm using this because obviously I stream the show through StreamYard. It's the same platform to do that. So I've got all the branding as normal. Obviously, it can't go out on my channel live, so I'm having to put it out here. What I will do is at the end of the show, I'll download it and put it on to the normal channel just so it's on there. I'm not expecting to get many views over Watchalong after it's finished, but anyway, and I'll do the same with the women's show tomorrow because the women's show tends to pick up a lot of views afterwards anyway when it's not live. So so there's always that. So we'll see what happens with that anyway. But yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Hopefully we'll be fine, but I'm not too sure what's going to happen. So we'll see. But yeah, that wasn't a great first half, was it? Let's be honest. In fact, it was very, 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 very shit. But anyway, the good news is the first half's finished, and hopefully the second half might be a little bit better. But I'm not expecting too much from it, if I'm totally honest. It was down to 10 men. Let's just see if we can get something from this game. So we'll see what happens in this second half. But again, the stream keeps on freezing. It's just a total disaster this tonight. Absolute disaster. Anyway, I'll see if I can find a better one, but I'm not expecting it, if I'm honest. I'm not expecting it at all. But we shall see. We're not giving up just quite yet. We are not giving up yet. Hopefully I can find a better stream. And then hopefully we will be able to watch the second half in a little bit more peace than we had before. But we shall see. The only thing is with these streaming sites, they're just full of adverts, aren't they? Anyway, General says there, that was a biased ref who would never give a penalty to us if opponents do change us in the box, but gave it to Spurs. Yeah, it was a very, very soft penalty, let's be honest. I mean, the softest penalty ever, wasn't it? But, you know, when you look at it, he did push him in the back, didn't he? And if that had happened at the other end of the pitch, and if we wasn't given the penalty for it, we would be quite upset, wouldn't we? Because he was clearly pushed in the back. So it is one of them, isn't it? You know, it's a soft one to give away, and you feel frustrated that it's been given against you. But ultimately, if it had been at the other end of the pitch, the same thing had happened. We'd have been screaming for a penalty, wouldn't we? So, you know, I suppose we can't have it all ways, can we? You know, either it is a penalty or it isn't a penalty. You know what I mean? It can't be. It can't be at one end and not at the other end. Would the referee have given it at the other end? We'll never know, will we? Because let's be honest, it hasn't happened and it's not going to happen now, is it? But yeah, it's frustrating. I agree with you, and it was a very soft penalty, but it was a foul, and yeah, unfortunately, it was given. And the red card, I don't think we're going to have too many complaints about that, can we? Let's be honest. Regenda says that was not a push, but a block. No, but it was Cedric pushed him first, didn't he, in the back as they jumped for the ball. Cedric pushed him in the back, and then Rob Holding got the block afterwards. It was a little bit like it was kind of two, wasn't it, in one really? It was two for the price of one, really. Two fouls for the price of one, wasn't it? And I think it was the second one it was given for. The first one, sorry, it was given for that Cedric did. That's what I think. I don't think it was given for the Rob Holding kind of block. I think it was given for the initial foul by Cedric. That's what I think it was. But anyway, yeah, it was soft. There's no doubt about that. It was very, very soft. But we are just about to get underway for this second half here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is Tottenham 2, Arsenal 0. Arsenal, of course, down to 10 minutes, as we said. Arsenal attacking the goal to our left in this second half. It is going to be Spurs who are going to get us underway in the white shirts with blue shorts, blue socks. They are in their traditional home kit of red shirts with white short sleeves, white sides, of course, white socks, and red and white hooped socks. Let's hope for something a bit better from Arsenal in the second half. We've got a lot to lose now, haven't we? That's the good thing. It's, you know, we're losing 2-0. We're down to 10 men. We've got nothing to lose. We might as well go for it and see what happens. You know, if Tottenham score another goal or two, they score another goal or two. I mean, you know, that's just going to be what might happen. But anyway, we are up and underway in this second half. Davinson Sanchez currently in possession for Tottenham. Plays it back to Eric Dyer. Remember, Arsenal are down to 10 men in this game. Rob Holding sent off, of course, in that first half. Regenda says, I've seen too many block when we counter-attack, but the opponents are not carded, especially if it's City Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, it was a soft penalty. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to try and say otherwise. It was a soft penalty, but ultimately, Cedric did push him in the back as they jumped for the ball. So I say we would have been screaming for it. And in fact, it is 3-0 now. It is Son with the goal. Just a minute into the second half, Arsenal failed to deal with that ball into the box. And Son was there to finish it off. For once, he was actually on his feet. He didn't fall over for the first time in the game. And he was able to turn the ball home. And there's a cheeky little celebration. But anyway, it is now 3-0 to Tottenham. And yeah, it's not that we came out in the second half to try to do anything differently, really. It was just a crossing. It was a ball into the box. Harry Kane turned well, actually. He turned Gabriel. It was Sanchez with a ball in. Harry Kane, Gabriel, he got away from him, and then the ball fell to Son. Couldn't really miss. And that's it. And it is now 3-0 to Tottenham, which wasn't really the start to the second half that we wanted. But anyway, and Son, I'd say first time he hasn't fell over. And it is now 3-0. And I think now it's just probably going to be a matter of damage limitations, perhaps. you know, we've had a couple of heavy beatings this season already, but suddenly we've got an opportunity to get a goal back. Martinelli, no, the foul's been given on Emerson Royale, and it's going to be a free kick to Tottenham just to add to Arsenal's frustration. I think we could actually be careful that we don't get a proper good hammering, which would not be much fun, would it? When you think that we've got just 2 games left. And Rob Holding, of course, will be suspended for the next one. There's a ball over the top again, looking for the run of Harry Kane inside the penalty area, but this time it's a foul by Harry Kane on Gabriel, and it's going to be a free kick to Tottenham. And in fact, the referee is wanting a word with somebody from earlier on in that move. Maybe he's going to get another card out, is he, the referee? In fact, he's having a word with Martin Odegaard and Aaron Ramsdale, the Arsenal captain and goalkeeper. He doesn't seem very happy about something. Is it Aaron Ramsdale? And he didn't get a card out. We carry on. But yeah, that was not quite sure what that was all about. Actually, the stream keeps buffering, so I'm not really getting a very good view of the game, if I'm totally honest. But anyway, it is a free kick to Arsenal, which Aaron Ramsdale is going to take. He did that. The referee obviously wasn't very happy with him, just there for whatever reason. But anyway, we are forward again, and Tottenham coming forward again. It's a mistake from Granit Xhaka. Kulusevski's inside the box. Is this going to be 4-0? Kulusevski just manages to keep to his feet under pressure from Granit Xhaka. In fact, in the end, Kulusevski has given away the free kick with a shirt pull. That was good actual play in the end from Granit Xhaka, because he made a mistake initially and he got back well there, Granit Xhaka. He looks as though he's in a little bit of trouble just for a minute there. He's playing in this left-back position. Not his best position, of course. Tomiyasu's gone into centre-back and Cedric's gone to right-back. And yeah, that was he did manage to win a free kick there, Granit Xhaka. So well played to him, because it was a difficult situation there that he almost got himself in with initially a mistake, but he did get himself out of it well. That's a long clearance there from Aaron Ramsdale. Granit Xhaka picks up the ball again, and now he's won a throw just in front of that Arsenal dugout there. iPod Albert there with the touch. Tottenham's biggest wins against Arsenal. They've had 2 5-0s and all the rest have been 3-0. So this will actually equal their second highest ever victory against Arsenal. Anyway, let's hope they don't score any more, because we certainly don't want to be on the end of another 5-0. I was at White Hart Lane 1983 when Tottenham beat us 5-0. That was a horrible night, horrible day, sorry. Oh, I was almost getting a goal back actually there. Ball played into the box. It was cleared away by Ben Davies in the end. I mean, it would be an incredible comeback, wouldn't it? I remember last season we came back from 3-0 down at West Ham, didn't we? But we didn't have 10 players on that occasion. So I'm not expecting anything quite the same tonight, I'm afraid. But anyway, Arsenal are coming forward again. And again, it doesn't come to anything. Good defending again by Ben Davies. It's going to be a corner to Arsenal. And Martin is in the chat there. He says, Arsenal fucking terrible tonight. Yeah, we have been pretty terrible. We started quite well for the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so. We were a better team probably. But anyway, it's gone quickly downhill. We have now got a corner though. We're having a little bit of a rally here in this second half. Bukayo Saka is going to take that corner just in front of those Arsenal fans in that corner in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, but it's far too close to the Reece. Comfortable catch there. And that corner comes to nothing for Arsenal. Tottenham now trying to come forward themselves down at this near side with Bentancur. Plays it back, and Tottenham are in total control of this game. You have to say now it is not looking particularly good, is it, for Arsenal? I say what we need to try and avoid is an absolute hammering, because God knows what that will do for our confidence going into these last 2 games of the season. We do need to remember that we do still have the advantage, no matter what the score is tonight. We do still have that advantage over Tottenham, and we'll be a point ahead of them still at the end of this game. So we don't need to. We certainly don't need to be panicking yet and anything like that. We just need to win our last 2 games, and then this result tonight will make no difference at all, will it? We'll be there in 4th place, and Tottenham won't. So let's try and keep a little bit of perspective. It's been this absolutely shocking night. It's been an absolute disaster, but ultimately, you know, we are still going to be in control of our own destiny in terms of this top four, and we do need to understand and appreciate that. So, you know, it's not a total disaster yet. So we just need to. Obviously, getting hammered is not going to be good, is it? Tottenham coming forward again now, looking for a fourth goal. But Martinelli does well initially, almost gave it away there, but Martin Odegaard stepped in and done well. Gabriel now, Arsenal, Tottenham trying to put us under pressure actually. But we do manage to play our way out of that slightly. Martinelli now bringing the ball forward. He's got Cedric outside him over on that far side. Instead, he cuts back inside again. Martin Odegaard, Arsenal captain. Is he still going to be captain next season, do you think? Quite possibly. Tomiyasu now coming forward, finds Cedric over on that far side in front of those Arsenal fans. Can Arsenal at least find some sort of consolation from what's been an absolutely disastrous night up till now? Granit Xhaka now plays it to Martinelli on this near side. Gabriel Martinelli dinks the ball into the area, but there's no Arsenal player there. Eric Dyer can clear that away. However, El Nini now plays it square to Tomiyasu. So the Arsenal back four is Granit Xhaka at left back, Tomiyasu and Gabriel at centre backs, and Cedric at right back. Ben White, they thought about bringing Ben White on. Clearly he's not fit enough, is he? But he's going to have to be fit for Monday, isn't he? Because Rob Holding is going to be suspended. This Tomiyasu's going to play there again. And then maybe Nuno Tavares has to come in at left back. That doesn't sound good, does it? That sounds like a bit of a disaster waiting to happen. But anyway, we've played nearly 55 minutes here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham 3, Arsenal 0. The agenda there says, let's win our next 2 games. Yeah, well, let's try and win our next 2 games and we'll be there if we do. But it's how we recover from this, because this has been a pretty dreadful night, hasn't it, for Arsenal? Another heavy defeat. So we've suffered a few this season, haven't we, for one reason or another. Cedric now over on that far side for Arsenal, looking to try, see if we can get a goal back. Martin Odegaard in possession now, plays it to Bukayo Saka, lays it off to Mohamed El Neni. Now it's Granit Xhaka, plays it to this near side to Gabriel Martinelli, just on the edge of that Tottenham penalty area. He's got 2 players closing him down quickly. Instead, he finds Granit Xhaka in to Mohamed El Neni, just inside the penalty area. Plays it out to this near side to Gabriel Martinelli, crosses it over to the far post. It's overhit, goes into those Arsenal fans behind that goal, and it remains Tottenham 3, Arsenal 0. And obviously not the result we were looking for. Smith Rowe is still on the bench, Ben White as well. So you have to worry about Ben White's fitness, don't you? That he's not come on. He didn't come on at sending off. And he would have been a natural replacement to come in for Rob Holding, wouldn't he? So clearly he's not fit. And that's a bit of a worry, isn't it? Ahead of Monday's game as well now, that Holding is out. But actually Tomiyasu's not done too bad at centre. Guard now has fired Eddie Nketiah over on that far side. Arsenal have been the better team in the last 5 minutes, but that cross towards the near post is far too close to goalkeeper Hugo Lloris. And that brings that little attack to an end. Tottenham now in possession just outside of their own penalty area. We've played 57 minutes here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. You can see the score on the screen. It isn't looking good, is it, at all for Arsenal? We are down to 10 men as well. Let's remember Rob Holding was sent off after 33 minutes, a second yellow card. In fact, he put his arm across the face of Min Song. Perhaps could have been a straight red card, but anyway, it was a second yellow. So I think he's only going to miss that 1 game, which is, of course, on Monday away at Newcastle. Sanchez now already on this near side for Tottenham. Tottenham now just, the game's at walking pace, let's be honest now. It's not like a derby at all, it's like a training game. Sanchez now in possession for Tottenham, finds Emerson Royale on this near touchline, gives it back to Sanchez again. Tottenham just passing the ball around. Arsenal putting them under no pressure whatsoever. It's up with Ben Davies over on that far side. He finds Ben Tenkura, plays it square to Sanchez again. Now Emerson Royale is very advanced up the pitch, faced with Gabriel Martinelli just on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area now. It's Kulusevski. Kulusevski again. This is nice from Tottenham. They've had a lot of possession. If this leads to an opportunity at goal, it would be quite a move for Tottenham. Anyway, they're in possession still over on that far side. Harry Kane dinks the ball in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Header comes in, a great save from Ramsdale. It did lead to a chance at goal. It was a header. I think it was Kulusevski with the header. Lovely ball actually from Harry Kane, it has to be said. Good header from Kulusevski. That's a good save from Ramsdale down to his right-hand side. Pushed the ball out with his outstretched arm. And Arsenal just managed to clear away the loose ball as well. But that was a decent save actually there from Ramsdale. But I think it might have been Emerson Royale with the header. No, it wasn't. It was Kulusevski. No, it was Emerson Royale actually. It was Emerson Royale around the back post with that header. Out jumped Granit Xhaka. It was quite close to Ramsdale, but it's a decent save. And then Gabriel reacted quickly to the loose ball as Kulusevski was coming in. Almost a fourth goal though for Tottenham there from that header from Emerson Royale. And yeah, a very, very tough night this is for Arsenal. But as I said before, we are still in control of our own destiny. We are still, we will still have a 1-point advantage over Tottenham at the end of this game. So we just need to win our last 2 games and we're there. But that certainly won't be easy. I think we've got 2 tricky looking games actually. I say Newcastle away, who are in good form at home. And then, of course, Everton at home on the last day who are fighting for their lives and may well still be fighting for everything. Granit Xhaka now on his near side finds Bukayo Saka. Mohamed El Neni. Martin Odegaard plays it out to Tomiyasu coming forward down that far side. He plays it out to Cedric Suarez. He runs straight into trouble. And now Son can break forward for Tottenham. Good work that was from Cedric and Martin Odegaard there to hold Son up, but Tottenham do still keep possession. Ben Davies plays it in to midfield to Højbjerg, now to Sanchez. And then Emerson Royale plays it back to Eric Dyer. We've had 1 or 2 moments in this game, but we probably don't really deserve an awful lot more than what we're getting and what we're likely to get, which is pretty much nothing. Anyway, Tottenham are still in possession again. I don't know what the possession stats are in the second half, but Tottenham have had the majority of it. Apart from that one brief spell of Arsenal, a flurry of Arsenal pressure just a few moments ago. We did have a corner, but other than that, this game is pretty much being played at a walking pace now. All the intensity has gone out of it. The third goal's just killed it off, really. Whatever, any glimmer of hope that we had of trying to salvage something from this game pretty much ended in the first minute of the second half. Harry Kane now on a hat-trick, of course, let's not forget. He goes for a shot from distance. That's a good save, actually, from Ramsdale again. That's 2 decent saves he's made now. Again, that one was quite close to him. Long-range effort that was from Harry Kane. Just turned, there's a bit of space ahead of him. He thought, why not? 35 yards out. It was on target, pretty close to Ramsdale. And he made a comfortable save, really, from that effort there from Harry Kane, who is, of course, going for a hat-trick, as we said. It would be his first hat-trick in a North London derby. In fact, it would be the first hat-trick by a Spurs player in a North London derby ever. The last one was, of course, by Alan Sunderland back in 1978 for Arsenal in a 5-0 win at White Hart Lane. That was the last hat-trick in this fixture, which is incredible, really, isn't it? We look at the amount of goals that's been scored between these 2 sides in the Premier League, and there hasn't been a hat-trick. And I say that Tottenham players never ever scored a hat-trick against Arsenal. Let's hope Harry Kane isn't the first one to do that. They are in possession though now on the edge of this penalty area. Emerson Royale just denied by that header a few moments ago. Kulusevski again finds Emerson Royale. Tottenham just toying with us really at the moment. Oh, there's a bit of space now for Ryan Sessegnon. Pulls it back to Son, and he's missed. from 6 yards out, Son with what was an open goal. Yes, the ball was slightly behind him. It wasn't a great ball actually to him. But it's lovely play again from Tottenham. Sessegnon's got it over on that far side. He was probably offside actually. The ball was just behind Son and he's put it over from about 6 yards. I don't think it was given as offside. Maybe if he scores, it would have got checked. Here's a goal kick to Arsenal instead. Anyway, Smith Rowe has now come on for Arsenal. It's Gabriel Martinelli's gone off, looking very, very frustrated. And Emil Smith Rowe is on. He's just given a few instructions to Mohamed El Neni. Maybe just slightly tweak the formation in midfield. We are getting overrun a little bit, but we are down to 10 men, of course. Let's not forget that second year in the first half. And those 2 goals from Harry Kane and the one from Son at the start of the second half. We were worried about those 2. And once again, they have done the damage as they so often have done in the past. It is a goal kick though to Arsenal. It's going to be Ramsdale to go long with this goal kick. Deep into the Tottenham half, flicked on by Eddie Nketiah, flicked on again by Bukayo Saka, but there's no Arsenal player up there. And Davinson Sanchez can tidy it up. Emerson Royal plays the ball up the line, but Arsenal again have won it back. Granit Xhaka does well actually. Smith Rowe's first touch. He finds El Neni. And Martin Odegaard gets it back, El Neni. Now it's Eddie Nketiah. Again, it's El Neni. Plays it to this near side of 2. Granit Xhaka, the ball dinks over the top, looking for the runner, Smith Rowe. Sanchez is there, but again, Arsenal have won the ball back. But unfairly, says the referee, it was Bukayo Saka there. And it is going to be a free kick to Tottenham midway inside their own half on this near side, Tottenham's right. In fact, Son is now just 1 goal off of the golden boot behind. He's on 21. Salah's on 22. Who'd have thought that? But anyway, let's not worry about that. We've got our own things to worry about in this game. And let's hope that we can put this behind us quickly and win these last 2 games and still finish in that 4th position, which would be such an achievement for this team anyway, regardless. Sanchez now in possession for Tottenham. I say the game is such a slow pace. We've played 65 minutes. So it's 20 minutes of the second half. And apart from the goal to Tottenham, 1 or 2 other chances, there's not been an awful lot going on. Ben Davies now plays it square to Bentancur. Tottenham in possession again with Sanchez. Now it's Kulusevski. He's got Emerson Royal outside him. Try to play it forward to Bentancur, but in the end it goes back to Aaron Ramsdale, who's going to go long. Is he? We played it short instead over on that far side to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu runs into trouble, but he's fouled by Sessegnon. And it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Tottenham 3, Arsenal 0 midway through this second half. It's been very, very frustrating night for Arsenal. It's been a terrible night for Arsenal, in actual fact. But, as I said, the good news is we are still in control of our destiny this season, and the top 4 will still be ours if we win our last 2 games. And I say no one will care about this result then, will they? But it's how we bounce back from this now, isn't it? That's going to be crucial on Monday in a difficult away game at Newcastle. It's an away game that we've enjoyed a lot of success, haven't we, in recent years? I think we've won 7 of our last 8 visits to Newcastle. So it is a ground where we've got good results in the past. We need to get a good result, especially as Tottenham do play before us this weekend. And if they win, it will knock us down to 5th and really put us under a bit more pressure. But Bukayo Saka now coming forward, try to find Eddie Nketiah. But Hugo Lloris is out quickly. And that is another Arsenal attack gone. Martin says there should be 8-0. Well, I don't know about 8-0. They could have scored a few more goals, Tottenham, let's be honest. So they've had some chances, haven't they? Ramsdale's made a couple of good saves. Could easily be 5 or 6, I agree. But luckily it isn't. But ultimately, even if it was 8-0, the end results are saying we still win our last 2 games, we still finish 4th, but it's how we bounce back from this, isn't it? Because it's been a very, very difficult, disappointing performance from Arsenal. So yeah. But anyway, Tottenham again playing at a walking pace. Arsenal aren't really closing down at all. Højbjerg now plays the ball into Harry Kane. Cedric Suarez comes across, so plays it back to Ramsdale, and he goes long up the centre of the pitch. But again, it's a Tottenham head that wins it. There's no one up there really, only Eddie Nketiah running alone. Farrow up there. Martin says there, I think they'll struggle to beat Newcastle on Monday. Yeah, I don't think it'll be easy. I'll say Newcastle are in a good form at home. Yes, they lost to Liverpool in the last game, and they got hammered by Man City at the weekend, but that will be a difficult game. There's no doubt about that. And we're going to have to certainly be a lot better than tonight if we're going to get a result there. But we'll see how Tottenham get on first against Burnley. You know, could have a lot of pressure on us on that Newcastle game as well, which will make it even more difficult. And I agree, it definitely won't be easy. I'm not expecting it to be easy at all. Sanchez now plays the ball to this near side to Kulusevski for Tottenham, looking for more goals. Back to Højbjerg, who's played well in midfield for Tottenham actually. But Mohamed El Neni steps in there to block that pass to Son Heung-min, the scorer of the 3rd goal. Martin Ødegaard then runs into trouble, gives the ball away. And again, Tottenham coming forward again. Rajendra says if we can get a goal back, then it would put us in a good stead for our next game. No, exactly, yeah. I said at half time that the second half is about trying to, restore a little bit of pride. And yes, it will help going forward, but it hasn't really worked like that, has it? You know, Tottenham got that 3rd goal. They could have had a couple of others, and we haven't really looked like getting back in this, have we? Let's be honest. Even getting a goal back for the most part. We've got 20 minutes still to play. Sanchez now plays the ball into the penalty. Harry Kane, he'll be looking for that hat-trick. That shot was blocked by Gabriel, but it comes to Kulusevski. Again, Gabriel defends pretty well. Arsenal do get the ball away. Eddie Nketiah now on the counter-attack. He's going to have to go on his own. He's got no support whatsoever. He goes round past Sanchez, who stays with him, but there's nobody there, so he has to play all the way back to Bukayo Saka. Eddie Nketiah again. He was the only player forward there, and then he's actually fouled by Kulusevski. Is going to be a free kick to Arsenal. He did well there, Eddie Nketiah. He had no support. The only thing he could do was run the ball up the pitch, which he did, and now he has won himself a free kick. And Arsenal got an opportunity now with 20 minutes to play to get that ball into the Tottenham penalty area. And who knows, as Rajendra rightly says there, perhaps get a goal back. If you get a goal back, then yeah, it may well restore a little bit of pride and help us to recover going into these last two really big games now. They're going to be, they're always going to be, well, unless we won tonight, of course, they wouldn't have mattered then, would they? Anyway, Martin Ødegaard and Cedric are over this free kick. It's just on this near side in line with the penalty area. Martin Ødegaard takes it towards the far post. Gabriel's in that penalty area, but he didn't really get a good header on it. I don't know if he was trying to go for goal or head it back. Either way, he has now got possession. Plays it back to Smith Rowe. Back to Ødegaard again. He's going to try a shot from distance. He does try a shot from distance, but it's high and wide into the jubilant Spurs fans behind that goal. And Tottenham are now making a double substitution. In fact, it's going to be Son who's going to come off. So he's not going to get the golden boot equaling goal tonight, thankfully. And he's coming off. And Bergwijn is coming on. And Lucas Moya is coming on as well for Kulusevski. So it's 2 attacking changes for Tottenham now in these last 20 minutes. So Stephen Bergwijn, the Dutch winger, is on for Son Heung-min. Who looks very frustrated to be taken off. Not surprising, I suppose, as he's after a golden boot against 10 men. And Kulusevski goes off as well for Lucas Moya. And they are the 2 changes for Tottenham. So not too bad subs to have, are they? Bergwijn and Lucas Moya, both very, very good technical players with pace as well. And Eddie Nketiah has just gone off for Arsenal. Lacazette's come on. He worked hard. Eddie Nketiah tonight was never going to be his night. Once we were down to 10 men, Lacazette's actually been given the armband back from Martin Ødegaard. So Lacazette is on for these final 18 minutes of this game to, work alone, Farrow up front on his own with nobody really near him, which is the problem that Eddie had for the last half an hour or so of this game that he played. on his own up front, looking at very, very isolated. Anyway, Tottenham now in possession with Sanchez. Plays it to this near side. Gets it back again. Sanchez. Son is still complaining on the bench. Not very happy at all. Because he knows how close he is to that golden boot. It'd be a shame if he didn't win it, wouldn't it? When he seems to spend half. I don't know how he's managed to score so many goals when he never stays on his feet, does he, for very long? He spends more time on the floor. He may be better off doing diving in the Olympics anyway. The ball played back into the penalty area again. A header comes in. That was Emerson Royal falls to Lucas Moya there, but he couldn't get the shot away. Arsenal do clear it, but only as far as Eric Dyer. Got loads and loads of time to pick out Bergwijn, who just come on as a substitute for Tottenham. Finds Højbjerg, dinks the ball to the far post to Harry Kane. Is he going to get his hat-trick? No, he's not. That header lacked any sort of power, and it was a comfortable save again for Aaron Ramsdale. We've got 17 minutes to play, 16 and a half minutes to play. Gabriel has now gone down as well, which isn't good news, is it, when Rob Holding has already been sent off and will be suspended. Looks like a possible hamstring problem here for Gabriel. This is a big worry, actually. It looks like Nuno Tavares is going to be coming on. So still, Ben White's clearly not fit. And that is a worry with two centre-backs potentially now missing for these next 2 games. Regina says they are being saved for the next games. Well, I don't know. Possibly. But Gabriel, his season might be done here. If it is a hamstring injury, he's not looking very comfortable at all. He's getting some treatment, and it is going to be Nuno Tavares coming on. I don't know who's going to play centre-back then. Is he going to put Granit Xhaka in at centre-back and Nuno Tavares at left-back? But Gabriel is going to have to come off. Let's hope he's going to be fit for Monday, or we will be in big trouble without Gabriel and Holding, and Ben White's fitness isn't looking too good, is it? So Gabriel is off and Nuno Tavares is going to be coming on. Mikel Arteta is just having some final instructions there with Nuno Tavares as Gabriel trudges away. Let's hope that injury is not as bad as it looks. It does look like it might well be a hamstring injury there for Gabriel. Anyway, he's going to be the ball. He's going to. I think Granit Xhaka and Tomiyasu are our centre-back partnership in this game. I wonder who's going to be our centre-back partnership on Monday. Is Gabriel going to be fit? Is Ben White going to be fit? Ben White clearly isn't fit, or he would have come on already in this game. He would have replaced Gabriel, or he would have come on when Holding got sent off, but he's clearly not fit. Will he be fit for Monday? Bukayo Saka now on that far side. He was a doubt tonight, and he is playing. And he's going to probably end up having to play the whole game as well. Granit Xhaka now, who's playing centre-back. Incredible, really. The lack of depth in this squad is quite worrying, isn't it? And if we do manage to get fourth place somehow, it will almost be a miracle, won't it? Anyway, Tomiyasu now coming forward. Granit Xhaka on this near side. He's now got Nuno Tavares ahead of him. Nuno Tavares, who's just come on. He plays the ball back to Xhaka. Now to Martin Ødegaard. Is he going to try a shot? No, he pings it out to that far side to Bukayo Saka. He's got 2 Tottenham players at 4 company. Plays it into Smith Rowe. We're into the last 13 and a half minutes here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is Tottenham 3, Arsenal 0. A lot of empty seats in that Arsenal end over on that far side. Some Arsenal fans just happy to get away before they get stuck in the traffic, knowing that this game is done. Granit Xhaka now plays it to Nuno Tavares. Can he get a cross in? No, he plays it back instead to Granit Xhaka, who does get a cross in towards the end of the 6-yard box. It's headed away by Eric Dyer, I think it was. Cedric Suarez now in possession, plays it back to goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale. He comes long up this near side looking for Nuno Tavares, who wins that header in towards the centre circle, looking for Lacazette. He's got a touch on it to Martin Ødegaard. Maybe Arsenal might be able to get themselves a consolation goal. Bukayo Saka over on that far side. Saka goes around the outside. A good ball to the 6-yard box. Højbjerg's there now for Tottenham. Cross comes in again, but it's too close to Hugo Lloris. That was Cedric Suarez with that cross. And another chance or half chance for Arsenal goes begging. Tottenham now coming forward themselves down this near side with Emerson Royale. Plays it back to Davinson Sanchez. It's been fairly comfortable this game for Tottenham, certainly since the red card. It wasn't looking too great for Arsenal before. We were already 1-0 down when Rob Holding received that second yellow card. And since then, we've done very little to look as though we were going to come back into this game, which is most of the second half been played at walking pace, it has to be said. Lucas Moyer now, the Tottenham substitute, coming forward, tried to play the ball through, looking for a fellow substitute, Bergwijn, but it's gone away through to Aaron Ramsdale. And Arsenal should just be able to keep a bit of possession. Again, it's very, very slow pace to this game. It's back with Aaron Ramsdale again. This game was looking set to be a tense night, wasn't it? An intense night of football, but instead it's all gone very flat. And it even seems as though Tottenham aren't playing with any intensity either, knowing that they've still got a lot of work to do in the last two games, as we have now as well. Rajendra says there, Nuno is looking to score, and that is what I like about him. He wants to score goals. He does. He's getting forward now. Over on that far side, it's a good cross to the edge of the box. A shot comes in from Martin Odegaard. It's a decent save from Lloris. That may well be Arsenal's first shot on target of this second half. We've only got 10 minutes to play. That was Nuno Tavares creating that there. He's so much better going forward, isn't he? Ball played back to the edge of the penalty area. Came to Martin Odegaard, hit it first time. It was pretty much straight out Lloris. Got down well though, the Tottenham goalkeeper. Good play that was though from Nuno Tavares. He's definitely a left winger, isn't he? You know, he's not a left back. And maybe if he was given more opportunities to play down that side further forward, I think he would actually be a lot better off. I think he'd play a lot better. I think we'd be a lot better off having him in that position further up the pitch. But anyway, it's probably not going to happen, let's be honest. Lucas Moyer now for Tottenham plays it back to Sanchez. We are now deep into these last 10 minutes. Tottenham looking for another goal. Arsenal do well, actually. Tomiyasu played pretty well at centre-back. That's a poor clearance from Granit Xhaka. Tottenham coming forward again. Bergwijn finds Emerson Royale, puts a cross in towards the end of the 6-yard box. Header comes in. The ball still isn't clear. It's still inside the penalty area now. It's Sessegnon trying to get round the back of Granit Xhaka. In the end, it's a goal kick. Good defending from Granit Xhaka that time against Ryan Sessegnon. But there was a chance there just before. It was a good cross that came in from this near side from Emerson Royale. Decent ball, actually. The header came in from Sessegnon. It was a handball, but I think it was a handball from Lucas Moyer. Harry Kane was claiming it was a handball off the Arsenal defender Cedric, but it wasn't. It was a handball off the Tottenham player, Lucas Moyer. Harry Kane, of course, wanted another penalty to try to get his hat-trick. Tottenham making their third substitution of the night. Ben Davies, it is going off for them. Wasn't really tested too much defensively. Ben Davies, the Welshman, he goes off and he's going to be replaced by Joe Rodon, another Welsh defender, young player coming on for Tottenham, wearing number 14 for these last 7.5 minutes. 8.5 minutes, that remain in this game. Of course, the game's done for Arsenal. There's no doubt about that. Tottenham have won this game. But we are still a point ahead with just 2 games to play. Rajendra says there, Saka started at left back as well. He played a lot of games at left back, didn't he, when he first came into the team? But he's not played left back, has he, for a long time now? It seems to be Granit Xhaka that drops in. Then we miss his presence in midfield. But yeah, Saka could play there, maybe with Nuno just ahead of him, maybe. Lacazette gives the ball away there. Tottenham coming forward again, trying to find that 4th goal. Obviously, Harry Kane is going to be desperate to get that hat-trick, isn't he? It would be a history-making hat-trick as well. As I said, no Tottenham players ever scored a hat-trick against Arsenal before. Ramsdale then kicks it not that far, actually. It's a Tottenham head. It was Rodon, the substitute. But El Neni wins it back for Arsenal, but only briefly. Harry Kane now very deep. And then he's fouled there by Lacazette. And we are now into the last 7.5 minutes. Let's just get this game over and done with, to be perfectly honest. Tottenham coming forward again, looking for another goal. Again, it's good defending there from Tomiyasu. That ball played in, looking for Bergwijn. Tomiyasu again is fouled there by Harry Kane. And Arsenal win a free kick. Tomiyasu doesn't look bad at centre-back, actually. He may well have to play there on Monday, mightn't he? The way things are going in terms of our injury problems. And obviously Rob Holding's going to be out now as well. So let's see what might happen on Monday. But anyway, Aaron Ramsdale now in possession inside the Arsenal penalty area. That's a poor ball. Actually, it's cut out quite easily by. But they've got Harry Kane now. And he did a penalty. Tries a shot again. Blocked by Granit Xhaka. And now Martin Odegaard bringing the ball forward for Arsenal. Finds Mohamed El Neni. Plays it in to Emil Smith-Rowe. Arsenal trying to create something in these closing moments. As Rajendra says there, maybe a late goal, something to pull back. Rajendra says Nuno's a bit like Saka. Yeah, possibly. He's much better going forward than defensively. That's true. But anyway, Mohamed El Neni now in possession for Arsenal. Say the game is being played at such a slow. There's empty seats in the Arsenal end. Unsurprisingly, lots and lots of them as we move into the last 5.5 minutes here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is Tottenham 3, Arsenal 0. Bit of a disastrous game, if we're totally honest. Granit Xhaka now in possession, though, for Arsenal. Very central, plays it square to Martin Odegaard. Plays it into Lacazette. Nice 1-2 with Smith-Rowe. Tries to give it back to Smith-Rowe, Lacazette, but Tottenham in the end win it back. Or do they? It's going to be a throw to Arsenal on this near side. The Tottenham fans are certainly in good voice now as we move down towards full time. But, and I'll keep saying it, we are still a point ahead of them with 2 games to play. It's still in our hands. El Neni now in central position, plays the ball out to Martin Odegaard. El Neni now gets it back again, finds Granit Xhaka. He's got Tomiyasu on this near side. He finds Tomiyasu again, but Tomiyasu loses out to Lucas Moya. Smith-Rowe there pulls him back, and that's going to be a yellow card for Emil Smith-Rowe. Can't have too many complaints about that. If you pull back a player like that to stop a counter-attack. It was a loose touch, actually, from Tomiyasu. Lucas Moya stepped in, and Smith-Rowe took one for the team now. Rajendra says they are singing the Saints song. Well, yeah, it's there when Spurs go marching in, isn't it? It's that particular song which they were singing, the Tottenham fans. But as I said, we are still 1 point ahead. We've still got the advantage. It's still in our hands, and that's the one thing that we need to remember going into these last 2 games. You know, a lot of things have gone against us tonight. The early penalty, Rob Holding, red card. You know, it hasn't. Too many things have gone against us, but we are still in control of our own destiny in terms of the top 4 this season. Lucas Moya now for Tottenham plays it square to Højbjerg. A little bit of space there for Bentancur. Plays it out to Rodon. Rajendra says Southampton are Saints. Yeah, they're singing when the Spurs go marching in. That's what Tottenham sing. Yeah, Southampton are the Saints. They did obviously nick it from them, but they're not very original, are they, Tottenham, anyway? They never have been. So, you know, what can you do? Sessegnon there couldn't keep that ball in. It's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. We are into the last 3 minutes now, coming up to the last 3 minutes of this game. Really, it can't end quickly enough now, can it? Tottenham's goal difference is actually 12 better than ours. So if it does go to goal difference, we've got no chance of pulling that around, have we? It will go to goal difference if we lose one more game and Tottenham draw one and both teams win the other game, then it would go to goal difference and we would lose out. But we need to win both our games and it's ours. Difficult to think too positive tonight. Lucas Moya there is fouled by Martin Odegaard. That's going to be a yellow card for Odegaard as well. for another foul on Lucas Moya, who's caused us a few problems since he came on. Again, Martin Odegaard, can't really have too many complaints about that. Fouling the Brazilian there for Tottenham. And they're going to have another free kick. We're into the last 2 minutes here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Lucas Moya is in possession again, faced with Smith Rowe, just got booked. Plays it square to Barancur. Now it's Session over on that far side, and Tottenham, I say, just playing this game at walking pace. Most of the second half has been like this. It's been a very, very poor game of football to watch, got to be honest. But the good news is, the only good news is, the positive is, we are currently still in control of that 4th place, and that's the only thing that we can really hope for tonight. A good interception there from Mohamed El-Neni, but Tottenham are still in possession. Harry Kane very deep. He hasn't got Son, of course, to run off him now. Son has gone off. This ball played square to Højbjerg, and now Emerson Royale to Lucas Moya. He'll fancy his chances against Nuno Tavares, but Nuno Tavares actually does well there, but he has actually given away a free kick, another foul on Lucas Moya, who's come on and been fouled about 5 times already as we head into the last minute of the 90. I don't know how much time will be left. But it is a free kick now to Tottenham on this near side. Looks like Lucas Moya might well take this. Could be an opportunity here for the ball to get into the box. Rajendra says we're not likely to get 3rd place now. No, we're not likely to get 4th place either if we play like this. Anyway, Lucas Moya tries a shot. Oh, it lands on the roof of the net, actually. Wow, that was a strange free kick. But anyway, I don't know if he was trying for goal there or whether he mishit it. But anyway, Harry Kane will be frustrated. I'm sure he would be looking at wanting to get the ball in. Empty seats now in the Arsenal end. It isn't a great sight to see at the end of a North London derby. Very, very disappointing night it's been for Arsenal, of course. But I say we are still in control, so let's not get too worried and too panicked about this yet. Here's a goal kick to Arsenal. It's going to be a yellow card for Granit Xhaka. I'm not quite sure what that was all about. Something must have happened there as we waited for this goal kick. Granit Xhaka has been quite wound up tonight. I don't know if they're going to show us a replay of what actually happened there. There's going to be 2 minutes of stoppage time. That shows how slow this second half's been. No intensity whatsoever. Granit Xhaka has just got himself a yellow card. Still not really sure why. Anyway. That goal kick was won, the header by Sanchez. Tottenham are now looking to come forward down this near side. They've got a throw with Lucas Moya. He's going to take it. As you know, he's not. He's going to leave it instead for Emerson Royale. We have now played a minute of the 2 stoppages. This game will be over very, very soon, and that will be a good thing, really, because it's this second half has dragged. Nuno Tavares has given away another foul. That was one on Emerson Royale. We are now deep into this last minute of stoppage time at the end of this game. Really, really disappointing night for Arsenal. We had a chance to seal the top 4 tonight, didn't we? A win would have given us that place in that top 4, but now we've got more work to do. We've got to win our last 2 games. That will be enough. But still a difficult job to do. Lucas Moya tries to play the ball through for the run of Bergwijn. Tottenham player's gone down actually off the ball, and in fact the referee's going to stop the game because of a head injury, which wasn't really a head injury at all. It's actually Emerson Royale who's gone down holding his face. There's nothing wrong with him. Absolutely nothing wrong with him. Granit Xhaka helps him to his feet. Nothing wrong with him there at all. It was Nuno Tavares, it was, with the contact, but it wasn't a foul. He certainly didn't get smacked in the face. It's going to be a drop ball. We have now played 25 seconds over And in fact, the referee's had enough. We've all had enough. It has finished here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham 3, Arsenal 0. Not the result we wanted by any means, but I say we are still 1 point ahead of Tottenham in 4th place. We just need to win our last 2 games. We've got a bright start to this game. We had a better team for the first 10 or 15 minutes, but slowly Tottenham began to get into it. They were gifted the lead with a penalty midway through that first half. It was a cross from Kulusevski to that far post, and Son was fouled by Cedric Suarez. It was a penalty. A soft penalty, but it was a penalty nonetheless, which Harry Kane scored comfortably. Rob Holding was then sent off a second yellow card for what was another foul on Son. Him and Son had a bit of a battle in that opening half an hour, but it was a second yellow card for Rob Holding. He went off soon after Harry Kane scored his second goal. It was a cross from Bentancur to the far post. Harry Kane came round the back, diving header into an empty net from close range to make it 2-0. Any hope we had of salvaging anything from this game was over. First minute of the second half when Son finished from close range after Harry Kane had done well inside the penalty area to hold off Gabriel. After that, it just went from bad to worse for Arsenal with an injury to Gabriel. He went off with a hamstring problem. Now he's a doubt for Monday. Ben White's a doubt for Monday. Holding is suspended for Monday. We might have no natural centre-backs ahead of that game, which now we have to win. As indeed we have to win the last 2 games. But it's finished here disappointingly for Arsenal tonight. Tottenham 3, Arsenal 0. 2 goals for Harry Kane, 1 for Son Heung-min, and a red card for Rob Holding. And it's been a bit of a disaster now. Rajendra says there, Xhaka was fouled just now, but no free kick. Nuno does the same, and the ref gives Spurs a foul. Yeah, I mean we can't blame the referee for that tonight. Yes, the penalty was soft. The red card, I don't think we can have too many complaints. We just didn't play well enough. After a bright start, we just didn't play well enough, and nothing went our way. Fair enough, we can accept that. Decisions didn't go our way, injuries haven't gone our way, and Tottenham are celebrating this win here, but you have to say we are still in control of 4th place. We need to remember that. We can still get it. We just need to, we just need to, put this behind us quickly and bounce back on Monday, win that game. But let's see how Tottenham do first. They've got to play before we do. They've got that game against Burnley here, haven't they, at the weekend? So let's see. Maybe Burnley will do us a favour. They're fighting for their lives as well, aren't they? So you never know. But it's finished here tonight. Very, very, very disappointing. Tottenham 3, Arsenal 0. But we are still a point clear with 2 games to play. Rajendra says Arteta has his work cut out for him for the next 2 games to pull this team back from its feet. He does. And 1 or 2 injury issues as well, suspensions and stuff. It is going to be very, very difficult. But I don't see any reason why we can't win our last 2 games. And that'll be enough. So let's not, let's wait and see what happens first. If Tottenham lose, then on Sunday, then obviously we beat Newcastle, we get that 3rd place anyway. Win our last 2 games, we get that. 4th place, we get that anyway. So let's look at it on a positive note. But yeah, it's disappointing tonight. 2 goals in that first half from Harry Kane, a red card for Rob Holding, and then Son did score at the start of the second half. Very, very low intensity second half, wasn't it? The game was played at walking pace, really. It was very, very poor game that second half. Disappointing night for Arsenal. Rajendra says, come with the guns indeed. So yeah, that's that then. I'm not going to dwell too much on this. It's still in our hands. We just need to win our last 2 games. I'm sure we can do that. And then we will still get that 4th spot. But yes, tonight, not the result we wanted, not the performance we wanted. Nothing went our way. We have lost 3-0. But it's still in our hands. We'll be back Monday. Don't forget, tomorrow night at 7:30 on this channel, it will be live, the Arsenal Women's Show. I will then download that and put it on the normal channel afterwards. So that's tomorrow. Then on Sunday, I will be doing a show with Paul from the Toon Review. Hopefully that can go out live on my channel by then. My ban should be over by Sunday evening. So hopefully that'll be sorted out there. That'll be good. So join me for that as well. I'm at the game at Newcastle on Monday, so there'll be no watch along and there'll be no nothing like that. I will be doing some vlogging from there though, so please look out for that vlog video as well. Will be coming later in the week as well. Before we head, of course, looking ahead to, of course, the last weekend of the Premier League season. Next weekend as well, because it is the FA Cup final this weekend as well, don't forget. So yeah, loads and loads coming up on the channel, so please go and subscribe on over and over and over again. Not on this channel, I don't use this channel really anymore, so please go and subscribe over there. I will see you tomorrow for the Arsenal Women's show. Of course, in the meantime, as always, come on you Gunners, that was disappointing, wasn't it? But it's still in our hands. Come on, we can do this. Let's get these last 2 wins and we're there. Ta-ra guys, thanks for watching, speak to you soon.